You know that feeling. You're pouring money into Instagram ads, hoping for that big wave of customers.
Yeah.
But instead, it feels more like a tiny trickle. Super frustrating, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're definitely not alone there. So many businesses use Instagram ads, but getting those actual sales, that's the tricky part.
Exactly. But what if there's a smarter way, a way to really get more bang for your buck with marketing? That's what we're really diving into today, Instagram ads, retargeting. And just quickly, if you're looking to kind of boost your overall social media game, make your profile stand out a bit more, you might want to check out rapidboost.net. Could be a good complement to smart ad strategies.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Getting seen is half the battle.
Right. So back to retargeting. Our mission today, it's pretty straightforward. Figure out why this Instagram retargeting thing actually works so well.
Yeah.
Get some actionable strategies you can actually use and, turn that initial interest into real sales. And hopefully loyalty too.
Yeah, because we're talking about potentially unlocking some serious revenue here. It's not just small change.
For sure. So where do we even start with why this is such a big deal?
Well, think about this scenario. It's super common. You look at a product online, maybe even add it to your cart, and then boom, like magic, you start seeing it pop up in your Instagram feed later.
Happens all the time. Feels a bit like deja vu, or maybe slightly creepy sometimes.
Yeah, it can feel that way. But it's not just coincidence. There's actually some, well, powerful psychology behind it. And more importantly for businesses, it's profitable. See, research from places like AdRoll shows something pretty staggering. About 98% of people, the vast majority, they don't actually buy anything on their first visit to a website or first interaction with a brand online.
98%. Wow. So all those initial clicks, the website visits,
Yeah.
they often just don't convert right away.
Exactly. People get distracted, they comparison shop, maybe they just weren't quite ready. Life happens,
Right. So you've got this huge group, that 98%, who showed some interest, but then poof, they're gone. And this is where retargeting gets really interesting at. It swoops in to re-engage those specific people.
Precisely. And Instagram is, well, it's kind of perfect for it. It's so visual, people spend tons of time scrolling.
Those scroll-stopping visuals you hear about,
Yeah.
they can instantly remind someone, oh yeah, I like that thing.
Exactly. It triggers that recognition. And beyond just the reminder, seeing a brand multiple times, it builds familiarity. It builds trust. Think about it. We're bombarded with options online. Seeing a brand consistently looking professional, it starts to feel more credible, less risky.
Makes sense. Repetition builds reputation almost.
Kind of, yeah. And Instagram's algorithm is pretty smart too. It uses all this behavioral data, what you click on, what you watch, to figure out the best times to show you those retargeting ads when you're most likely to pay attention.
Okay, so the platform itself is helping make the retargeting more effective. But how does the nitty-gritty work? Like, what tools are we actually using here inside Instagram?
Good question. So Instagram's retargeting stuff is all handled through the Facebook Ads Manager platform. They're connected, obviously. And the core tools you really need to know about are the Metapixel and the SDK.
Pixel and SDK.
Okay. The pixel is basically a little snippet of code you put on your website. The SDK is similar, but it's for your mobile app if you have one. These things track what users do, which pages they visit on your site, what products they look at, what they add to the cart, even if they interacted with your Instagram profile or saw a previous ad.
Ah, okay. So it's like leaving little digital breadcrumbs as people browse around my stuff online.
Exactly like that. Digital breadcrumbs. I like it. And those breadcrumbs let you create super specific audience segments. For example, you could make a list of everyone who looked at, say, product X page in the last 7 days, or only people who put product Y in their cart but didn't actually buy it.
Wow, that's specific.
Oh yeah, you can even target based on how much of a video ad someone watched. The level of detail is, pretty powerful. You can tell Instagram, show this 10% discount ad only to people who added this specific blue sweater to their cart 3 days ago and haven't bought yet.
That's amazing. So using these tools right means we're not just blasting ads out randomly. We're building this really focused foundation to bring those interested people back.
Exactly. That targeted approach is why Instagram retargeting can be such a powerhouse for actually driving sales, not just clicks.
Okay, so we get the why. It makes total sense. But how do we actually structure this? Like, how do we turn those initial looky-loos into actual paying customers? It can't just be showing the same ad over and over, right? That sounds annoying.
You're absolutely right. That would be annoying and probably ineffective. The best retargeting isn't just hammering people. It's more like guiding them through a funnel. A strategic
A
sequence.
funnel. Okay, I like that visual, like different stages.
Precisely. Think of it in distinct stages, each with a different goal and a different type of message.
All right, let's break it down then. Stage one, where do we start?
Stage one is all about the gentle warm-up. Soft reminders. Think about someone who maybe just visited your site for the first time or glance at your Instagram profile. They're aware of you, but maybe not convinced yet.
So hitting them with a hard BUY now is probably not the move.
Definitely not. Too soon, too pushy. The goal here is just to gently remind them of what they saw, but also add a bit of value, reinforce that initial interest.
Okay, so what kind of ads work best here? Like, what's the content?
You could highlight the main benefits of the product they looked at, or maybe show some user-generated content, real people using and loving your product. Testimonials are great here too. So if someone looked at a specific face cream, a stage one retargeting ad might show a short video testimonial from a customer who got great skin results. It's about building trust, not immediate pressure.
Got it. Nurturing that initial spark. Makes sense. What's stage two then?
Stage two is where we dial it up a notch. We start introducing some urgency, often with time-limited offers. This works really well for people who've shown stronger interest.
Stronger interest like they added something to the cart but bailed, or they keep coming back to the same product page.
Exactly those people. They're closer to buying, but maybe need a little nudge.
Okay, so how do we give them that nudge effectively?
This is prime territory for things like exclusive discounts, 15% off just for you, or maybe free shipping for the next 24 hours. Limited time bundles can work well too. And visually, you can use things like countdown timers in the ad creative, or really clear banners saying flash sale ends tonight.
Oh yeah, that FOMO fear of missing out. That can be powerful.
It really can. There was a case study with an online shoe store. They ran retargeting ads with a 24-hour flash sale message to people who'd viewed specific shoes. Their conversion rate jumped by something like 30% compared to standard retargeting. Urgency works.
30%. Wow. Okay, urgency for the hesitant buyers. What about people who are really engaged? Like multiple interactions?
Right, that brings us to stage three. Convert with direct calls to action. These are your highly engaged folks. They've maybe liked several posts, watched your videos all the way through, perhaps even abandoned a cart more than once. They know you, they like you, they're just stuck.
So, time to be less subtle.
Exactly. Now you can be more direct. Use really clear, personalized CTAs, things like complete your order or claim your discount now. And dynamic product ads are fantastic here. The ones that literally show the exact items they left in their cart. Super relevant.
Yeah, seeing the actual product is a strong reminder.
Definitely. Or think of a sauce company that could retarget free trial users who haven't upgraded yet, with ads showing off the premier features and a big, clear Upgrade Now button.
Makes total sense. Match the directness to their level of engagement. Okay, so they finally buy something. Ooh-hoo. Is that the end of the retargeting journey?
Not necessarily. Smart marketers keep going. Stage four is post-purchase retargeting. The relationship doesn't end at the first sale.
Ah, okay. So what's the goal after they've bought?
Couple of things. Encouraging repeat purchases is a big one, and turning happy customers into brand advocates.
How do we do that with ads?
You could show them ads for complementary products. The classic people who bought this also bought idea. Someone buys a camera. Retarget them with ads for lenses, bags, tripods. Or you could invite recent happy customers to join a loyalty program. Or ask them for a review. Data shows this works too, like showing related accessories to headphone buyers can boost the average order value significantly. It's about lifetime value.
This whole four-stage funnel approach feels so much more strategic than just blasting everyone with the same buy my stuff ad.
It is. It's about meeting people where they are in their journey and giving them the right message at the right time. That's how you build relationships and drive sales.
Okay, strategy mapped out. Funnel makes sense. But what about the ads themselves, the actual creative? How do we make sure our retargeting ads actually get noticed and, importantly, trusted? They can't just blend in, right?
Absolutely critical point. You can have the best targeting strategy in the world, but if your ads are boring or look sketchy, forget it. They need to grab attention and feel credible.
So what are the key things to focus on when designing these ads? Let's break it down.
First up, visual consistency. This is huge for brand recall. Your retargeting ads need to use your consistent brand colors, fonts, logo, general style.
So they instantly look familiar, like, oh yeah, it's that brand again.
Exactly. They should visually echo the website or the previous content they saw. It builds that connection and makes the ad feel less random, more expected.
Okay, visual consistency. Got it. What else?
Personalization. We touched on this, but it really boosts click-through rates. Dynamic ads are key here, showing the exact product someone viewed is way more powerful than a generic ad. And if you can, some platforms let you use dynamic creative tools to even insert the user's first name into the ad copy. Hey, first name, still thinking about this? That level of personalization can really cut through the noise.
Feels more relevant, less like just another ad. Okay, personalization. How do we build that trust factor?
Social proof. It's incredibly powerful, especially online. Feature customer testimonials, star ratings, maybe even snippets of positive reviews or user-generated photos in your retargeting ads.
Like showing real people enjoying the product.
Precisely. Seeing that others have bought it and are happy with it reduces perceived risk. Patagonia apparently saw a big jump in retargeting conversions just by A/B testing ads with social proof versus ads without it. People trust other people.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay, visual consistency, personalization, social proof. What about the actual ask,
hmm
the call to action?
Right. Your CTA needs to be strong and contextual. It has to match where they are in that funnel we talked about.
So not always shop now.
Definitely not. Early stage. Maybe learn more or see how it works. Cart abandoner. Complete your purchase or claim your 10% off post-purchase. Maybe explore accessories or join our rewards club. And the copy around the button should be punchy, benefit-focused. Not just submit, but unlock your free guide or get instant access. Make it compelling.
So tailor the CTA language to the stage and make it benefit-driven. And I'm guessing we shouldn't just create one version of each ad and call it a day.
Absolutely not. A/B testing is non-negotiable here. You have to test different images, different headlines, different CTAs, different offers. See what actually resonates best with your specific audience segments.
Constant learning and tweaking.
Always. That's how you optimize for the best results and make sure your ad spend is working hard for you.
Makes sense. Continuous improvement is the name of the game.
Pretty much. Better ads mean more sales, usually for less money per sale too.
Okay, we've talked funnel stages, we've talked ad creative,
Yeah.
but you mentioned different ads for different people. How do we actually do that? How do we segment our audience properly for this hyper-effective retargeting?
Right, that's absolutely fundamental. If you just lump everyone who ever interacted with you into one big bucket, your ROI is going to suffer. It's just too generic. The key is breaking down your audience based on what they did and then tailoring the message to that specific behavior.
Okay, so let's get specific. What are some common, effective ways to segment?
A really foundational way is website-based retargeting. So you create audiences based on actions taken on your website. Think about simple page viewers, people who visited specific product pages versus just the home page. They're showing different levels of interest.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you've got your cart abandoners, super valuable segment, people who got so close. And don't forget, past purchasers, you want to talk to them differently than first-time visitors, maybe with cross-sells or loyalty offers.
So someone who looked at, say, a specific hiking boot page might see an ad about that boot's durability, while the cart abandoner sees the boot again, but maybe with a complete your order for free shipping message.
Exactly. That's the kind of tailored messaging we're aiming for. The more relevant it feels, the better it works. Another big category is engagement-based retargeting. This is based on how people interact with your Instagram presence itself.
Ah, okay. So not just website visitors. What kind of Instagram engagement?
You could target people who've simply visited your Instagram profile recently. Maybe they haven't clicked through yet, but they're aware. Or people who've interacted with your previous ads, liked them, commented, shared. Or even people who watched a certain amount of your video content, like your Instagram stories or video ads.
So if someone watched half of my product demo video, I could show them another video.
Yeah, maybe a shorter video highlighting a key feature they might have missed, or customer testimonials related to that product. For profile visitors, maybe an introductory offer or an ad highlighting your brand's unique selling proposition.
Got it. It's like continuing the conversation based on how they chose to engage with you on Instagram.
Precisely. And then once you've got these core retargeting audiences working well, converting nicely, you can actually scale things up using lookalike audiences.
Lookalike audiences. What's that about? Sounds interesting.
It is. It's basically a way for Facebook and Instagram's algorithm to help you find new people who are similar to your existing best customers or converters. You essentially give the system a source audience, like, say, everyone who made a purchase in the last 60 days, and it goes out and finds other users on the platform who share similar characteristics, demographics, interests, behaviors.
Whoa. So it finds more people like my best customers automatically.
Pretty much. It's a powerful way to reach new potential customers who have a higher probability of being interested in what you offer based on the data from people who already converted. Great for expanding your reach beyond just retargeting.
Okay, this level of segmentation, website behavior, Instagram engagement, even finding lookalikes, it sounds like it could really make ad spend way more efficient.
Absolutely. It all comes back to that core idea.
Hmm.
Right message, right person, right time. Segmentation is how you achieve that.
Okay, so we're running these awesome segmented campaigns with great creative, fantastic.
Yeah.
But how do we know if they're actually working? How do we measure success and make sure we're getting a good return?
Critical question. You can't just set it and forget it. Measurement and analysis are absolutely key to making retargeting profitable long term.
Makes sense. So what are the must-track metrics, the vital signs for our campaigns?
Okay, several key ones. First, click-through rate, CTR. That tells you what percentage of people who see your ad actually click on it. If it's really low, maybe the ad isn't grabbing attention or the targeting is off. Then conversion rate. This is huge. Of the people who click, what percentage actually complete the goal, make a purchase, sign up, whatever you defined as a conversion.
Right. Are they clicking? And are the clicks actually leading to business results? Got it. What else?
Cost per acquisition, or CPA, super important. How much are you spending on average to get one conversion through these retargeting ads? You need to know if that cost is sustainable and profitable for your specific business.
Okay, how much each sale or lead is costing me? Makes sense.
And also keep an eye on frequency. That's the average number of times someone in your target audience sees your ad within a given period. If frequency gets too high, people can experience ad fatigue. They just tune it out. Or worse, get annoyed.
Ah, the annoyance factor. Yeah, got to avoid that. So find that sweet spot of enough reminders, but not too many.
Exactly. And remember, A/B testing is not just for creative. You should test different audience segments against each other, test different offers, different landing pages. Always be optimizing based on these metrics.
Continuous improvement again. Now, you mentioned attribution windows earlier. Can you unpack that a bit? What are they and why do they matter?
Right, attribution windows. They basically define the time frame after someone interacts with your ad, either clicks it or just views it, within which a conversion can be credited back to that ad. So you might have a 7-day click window. That means if someone clicks your ad today and buys something 5 days later, that sale gets attributed to the ad campaign. If they buy 10 days later, it might not, depending on your settings.
Okay, so it helps connect the ad interaction to the eventual sale, even if it doesn't happen immediately.
Precisely. And understanding different windows like 1-day click versus 7-day click versus 28-day view is important because different products have different buying cycles. A t-shirt might be an impulse buy within a day, but a sofa might take weeks of consideration after seeing an ad. Choosing the right window helps you accurately measure the ad's impact.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so tracking these metrics, understanding attribution, it all paints a picture. Do you have like a quick real-world example of how this analysis pays off?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a good case study of a direct-to-consumer jewelry brand. They were spending a lot on general Instagram ads, but results were kind of meh. They switched to a really focused, multi-step retargeting strategy, segmented based on how recently people visited and cart behavior, and they tracked everything meticulously. The result, they cut their cost per acquisition down by 27%. And get this, within just a few months, 54% of their total online revenue was coming directly from those retargeted customers.
Wow, over half their revenue from retargeting. And they lowered their costs too. That really shows the power of doing it right and tracking it.
Exactly. It proves that data-driven retargeting isn't just a nice-to-have, it can be a core driver of profitable growth.
Okay, I'm sold. The theory, the strategy, the potential results, it all makes sense. Now let's get super practical. For someone listening right now, how do they actually build one of these high-converting Instagram retargeting campaigns, step by step?
All right, let's lay out a blueprint. Step 1, the absolute foundation. Set up your tracking. That means installing the Metapixel on your website. If you have an app, install the SDK. And crucially, verify it's working correctly using Meta's tools, like the Pixel Helper browser extension. Make sure it's firing for key events like view content, add to cart, and purchase. No tracking, no effective retargeting.
Step 1, get the tracking right. Got it. What's step 2?
Step 2, define your retargeting segments. Go into Ads Manager and create those custom audiences we talked about. Think about website visitors, maybe by specific pages, cart abandoners, past purchasers, people who engage with your Instagram profile, video viewers. Define who you want to reach. And set relevant time windows for each 7 days, 30 days, 90 days. Depends on your sales cycle.
Okay, so create those specific audience buckets based on behavior and time. Step 3.
Step 3 is designing tailored creative for each segment. This is where you match the ad message and visuals to where that audience segment is in the funnel. Remember, warm-up ads are different from urgency ads, which are different from direct conversion ads. Use dynamic product ads where it makes sense to show those specific viewed items. Make it relevant.
Right, creative that matches the audience and their funnel stage.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Step 4.
Step 4. Launch multi-step retargeting campaigns. Don't just run one ad per segment, sequence them. Maybe show a benefit-focused ad first, then a testimonial ad, then an offer ad. Think about the user journey. And critically, use frequency caps here so you don't bombard people with the same ad over and over again. Control how often they see your stuff.
Okay, sequence the ads thoughtfully and control the frequency. What's step 5?
Step 5. Set up measurable goals and track conversions. Define what success looks like for each campaign. Is it add to carts? Is it purchases? Is it return on ad spend, ROAS? Make sure your conversion tracking is properly set up in Ads Manager so you can actually see if your campaigns are hitting those KPIs for each segment. You need to know what's working.
Define success and make sure you can measure it. Got it. And the final step, step 6.
Step 6 is the ongoing part. Analyze and iterate. Don't just launch and forget. Check your campaign performance regularly. Weekly is usually good. See what's working well, what's not. Pause the losers. Put more budget behind the winners. Test new creative, new offers, new audiences constantly. Refresh your ads every couple of weeks maybe to keep them from getting stale. It's a cycle.
Plan, launch, measure, refine, repeat. Okay, that step-by-step really breaks it down. It feels much more manageable now, taking it piece by piece.
Exactly. It's not magic, it's a process.
Yeah.
Be strategic, be data-driven, and keep testing and learning. That's the path to effective retargeting.
It really seems clear now that just relying on finding brand new people, that cold traffic on Instagram, it's just making life harder than it needs to be, isn't it?
It really is. Retargeting lets you focus your precious resources, your time, your money on the people who've already raised their hand and shown some interest. And honestly, those are the people most likely to actually buy from you.
Makes perfect sense. You're talking to warm leads, not strangers.
Exactly. So if you really understand why it works, you map out that customer journey funnel, you craft creative that resonates, you segment smartly based on behavior, and you actually measure and optimize.
Yeah.
Then Instagram stops feeling like this maybe frustrating platform where you throw money away, and it starts becoming a genuine powerhouse for boosting your sales and really growing your business.
So for everyone listening, if you're tired of those ads that just don't seem to convert, now's really the time to act on this. Think about it. What are those key audience segments for your business? Could you create just 1 or 2 fresh retargeting ads this week, tailored to a specific stage? And crucially, double check that your tracking is actually set up right. Because ultimately, shifting to smarter Instagram advertising with retargeting, it isn't just about getting a few more clicks. It's about building a more sustainable, more profitable business with customers who actually stick around. What could that look like for you?